As you can see, this web traffic experiment generated 186,000 clicks per day with a click-through rate of more than 5%. So that means for the average user, this method is at least twice as effective as email marketing. But what is this traffic method, you may be wondering? It's web push notifications. Now, what are web push notifications and how do you use them? Well, this is a web push notification. When somebody visits your website, a pop-up box will ask them if they want to receive future updates from you. When they accept the invitation, the next time you publish content or run a promotion, they will be instantly notified through their web browser. So this is a great way to bring people back to your website whenever you like. But really, how does this compare to email marketing, and which niches does this work best for? Well, as we can see, media has an opt-in rate of 96%. By comparison, the average email opt-in rate is just 5%. Now, push notifications perform well for games, retail, and entertainment. But what about open rates? Are people actually clicking on these notifications? Well, the business and finance industry receives the highest open rates at 5.46%. Entertainment and events, deals and coupons also perform well. So, okay, these work, but when is the best time to send your push notifications? Well, Tuesdays see the highest level of engagement at 8.4%. Now, I will show you how to put web push notifications on your website, but if you like sending traffic to your website in simple, easy to understand ways, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel because I post videos just like the one that you're watching right now. You will learn multiple different ways that you can drive traffic to your website for free. And I've noticed if you're not subscribed to the channel, then YouTube won't show you my future videos. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel now and turn the notification bell on so you can be notified of every time I post a new video. Okay, so this is how to add push notifications to your WordPress website. So go to onesignal.com and create your free account. I'm not an affiliate of OneSignal, but this is probably the best option if you want to create web push notifications on your WordPress website. When you log into your dashboard on the left-hand side, go to Add New App, click on that, and then give your app a name. I'm going to call this Push for Profit Copilot. I'm going to add it to an existing organization in my dashboard, which is my website. And now we can set up the first channel. Because I have a website running WordPress, I'm going to select Web, and then I'm going to click on Next. So this is where we add the website name and the website URL. Leave Auto Resubscribe checked, and then we can add a icon if we want to. I'm going to leave that as default, as blank. Next, we can create a prompt. So we can click Add Prompt here, or we can edit the default one listed here. If we click on the kebab menu, click on Edit. Now we can change the copy. We can make it enticing for people to want to subscribe. Here we give people a really good reason to subscribe. So to do that, check Customize Slide Prompt. Here you can edit your text. We can change the button, and then we can change the amount of time before the prompt appears. In my opinion, we should show this after a few seconds, because if it's the first thing people see, they'll probably dismiss it. We need to make sure that people are engaged with our content first. So I may change this to 5 seconds and then click Done and move on to the welcome message. So when somebody subscribes, we can then give it a good title, something enticing, and give them a welcome message. So now we validate their decision. And we can also add a link in the welcome message as well. So if we're happy with that, we can move on to the advanced settings. This will not be relevant to most people, but if you are more technically minded, then these exist for you to play around with. Okay, so chances are you're going to get a bunch of code and technical stuff to mess around with. If you're not using WordPress, this is going to be very beneficial because then you can just paste this code into your website. But if we are using WordPress, then go down to Settings, go to Keys and ID, and here we will be able to access the app ID and the API keys. Take note of those because we will need them. So go to your WordPress dashboard. Then on the left hand side, go down to Plugins, hover over Add New Plugin. Okay, and now we have a bunch of different plugins that we can use, but the reason why I'm suggesting OneSignal is because if we look at this, the active installations, so it has over 100,000 active installations. If we compare it to other plugins, perhaps this one has 3,000 active installations, or even some of the more popular ones, 10,000 active installations versus 6,000 active installations, whereas OneSignal is by far the most popular option. So click on Install Now, then click on Activate. And now on the left hand side, we have a section called OneSignal Push. Click on that. Next, go to Configuration. And here we paste in the app ID and the API key. We can also add in the Safari Web ID. If you run into technical problems, you need to reach out to the OneSignal support team. Once you have authenticated with OneSignal, you are now able to run push notifications through your website. But scroll down, take the time to go through all these settings here. In particular, make sure that the welcome notification settings match what you expect and what you expect your visitors to see. But pay special attention to this setting, automatic notification settings. You can leave that on as default or you can turn it off. For me, because my publishing frequency on some of my websites can be up to 30 times a day, I don't want to bombard visitors with 30 or 40 notifications every day. So in my instance, I'm going to leave this unchecked. However, if we go to a post and create a piece of content, on the right hand side, we have this section, OneSignal Push Notifications. If I check that, now this piece of content will be pushed out to my audience. And I can also customize the content if I want to here. So now I can use push notifications to get free website traffic on demand anytime I want it. And if you are serious about driving free traffic to your website, click the link in the description or go to profitcopilot.com/traffic and get my best free traffic method. Thank you for being here with me today. Take care and God bless.